Coach, you've played what many people think are the two best teams in the ECAC over the last 2 weekends. Can you just handicap them for us? Do you think Union was a better team than you played tonight?
I don't know. You only see them one time, so it's hard to tell. I thought both teams were very good. And both teams had over 30 shots for us on us. And called on our goalie to make some big saves. So I think they're both pretty good teams. Yeah, they play fast. They don't give you a lot of space. They pressure you all over the ice. You don't get many chances. They don't give you many opportunities. And when you turn the puck over, they're quick to sort of counterattack. So no, I think they're both pretty good teams. I thought we did a better job of killing maybe against Colgate. But 5-on-3 is tough to kill anyways. And then I'm pretty sure that the second power play goal wasn't written up as give up a breakaway and then score on the initial rush. So, it is what it is. Both very good teams, very well coached.
What was your assessment of tonight's game, Mark? It seemed like a really evenly matched game.
Yeah, you know what? I put down after one period the word purpose. I thought that throughout the game they played with a purpose. It was as if they knew what they wanted to do and they were ready to do it from the get-go, which almost frees you up. And I thought that we had some indecision at times, probably most evident on the power play. And you can't play against a team that's going to pressure that much and any sort of hesitation. So, we were good at times, but not long enough. I thought they played the way that they wanted to play longer than we did.
When you look at the special teams numbers, the lack of shots for you guys, and obviously their goals and the number of shots they took on the power play, what's the frustration level like for you?
You know what? I kind of, the way we kill penalties is different than the way a lot of teams kill penalties. So teams are going to get shots per se. I still think we need to do a better job of putting ourselves in front of them, but we don't pressure all over the ice as much as other teams pressure. Our power play just wasn't very good from the get-go. I thought. From the breakout on to face-offs, we didn't win a lot of key face-offs. I don't know how many times, you start the power play in their zone and they just got it and sent it. So that's 20 seconds right there. So there were key times in the game where they did a better job than we did, and that was the result.
Mark, you mentioned the indecision. It seemed like Union did a really good job chipping on the penalty kill, blocking shots. Did that kind of lead to your players kind of always trying to find the perfect shot or the perfect...
Well, I think that's the biggest issue we've had against teams that play like this, and Providence is the other one, and I haven't seen Lowell yet, but my guess is it's very similar. Is if he who hesitates is lost. You can't second guess. You've got to get that puck and you do something quickly with it, no matter what the situation is. And then the other thing too is, we talk about trying to make simple play or make great plays. They don't mess around with the puck. They get it and they glass it, and they're looking to get in foot races, and it looks like we're trying to, we work a lot on puck possession, but there are sometimes that you just can't play the way you want to play, and the best teams are able to adapt to that and just simplify their game, and I think we haven't played a full game of that. I've seen bits of it against Colgate. I saw bits of it tonight. Not enough against Providence for sure, but you've got to play a full game of sprinting and moving the puck quickly.
Is Joe okay?
I hope so.
What do you have? Just a little tweak?
I don't know. Yeah, probably. I mean, I'm surprised these goalies don't get hurt more often.
We've seen instances both in the pros, of course, and in college too, when a goalie gets the worst of a collision, and teams respond differently to those situations. How did you feel your team maybe kind of rallied around Joe's holding up his end of the bargain?
Well, that's his job, is to stop the clock. And, whatever the save calls for, he's supposed to make it. He's got the simplest job on the team. Not the easiest. He's got the simplest. Just stop the puck. And he's very good at it. So I think our team knows they've got a pretty good goaltender in here, and it allows them to play with a certain level of confidence.
There was obviously a long discussion on the ice with him and the trainers. Was he telling him, no, I'm good to go? Or was
yeah.
Earlier in the season, you had that stretch where you guys were out shooting everyone, dominating time of possession. Hasn't really been the case recently, and goals per game has been down too. Has something changed, or what do you talk about?
No, I mean, again, H.C. scores on a breakaway. We had 3 against Providence. It's the ebb and flow of the season. As a coach, what you're really trying to monitor is you know, can you guys play within the structure you've given them? Will they play hard enough? A lot of that game was just battles. You know, how many times did you see a battle on the wall all of a sudden go, and now there's 4 maroon shirts going one way,